Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. Today we're in the quad and we're gonna give our honest impressions of the car, do a little bit of driving around, some launches, some spirited driving.
Very much first impressions at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, not an in-depth review. What, 5 days in?
5 days.
5 days in impressions. So stay tuned and enjoy. And also guys, don't forget to like, comment and please sub to the channel. We've just been doing some B-roll, so I've been doing some outside shots of doing a few flybys and launches and stuff, and I can say quite confidently this car is fucking loud. Worth noting he was in race mode. So when you put it in race, it opens up the exhaust valves like all the time. The loud mode.
Give it a bit down here.
Yeah, why not? It's a lovely day, plenty of grip on the road. Ed's still got his ditch finders on though. So you can hear it now, it's in race mode, a lot louder.
It's a nice little
gives a nice little blip, doesn't it? Yeah. So what are your first impressions then?
5 days in, yeah, it's fast.
I think that's the initial thing you take from it, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Obviously I knew it was going to be fast. Twin turbo, 500 horsepower car, so it's not going to be slow. You do feel the power differently, you need a little bit more revs.
Yeah, it pulls right up towards the top, doesn't it?
6.5, 7,000 you can get it to.
We're going to scare little Papa John's here, sorry mate, in advance. Yeah, she shifts. How many settings has the suspension got?
So three damper settings. It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, that was nice.
3 damper settings, yeah, and this is the hardest of the lot.
Quite bumpy.
It is quite bumpy.
But it'll be perfect for the track.
And you can deactivate them and keep it in race mode. And you can soften it up a little bit. This is the mid damper setting, which is still a little bit rough.
Yeah. Traction in third gear and it's completely dry, really sunny day. Race mode, is that traction? That's everything off, right?
Everything off, yeah.
One thing that I would like would be to have the exhaust in loud mode without having to have everything off. It's a strange one. In dynamic mode it gets loud once you're giving it some, because when you're pootling around in dynamic it's quiet, but then when you are giving it some it's nice and loud. Let's see how loud it is. Yeah. See, that's as loud, right? So let's talk interior of the car. For me, it's a very nice place to be. One of the first things, yeah, I quite like are the paddles. They're nice and big, and that isn't fake, right? That's real aluminium, probably. The steering wheel's really nice. It's just a pleasant place to be. It's got that slightly sporty edge to it. We've got all the carbon everywhere.
People criticise it for not being as good as like a Mercedes or an M3 or something, but I think it's actually quite nice.
I guess what we figured, yeah, the quality might not quite be there, but I think aesthetically it looks, for me, really nice. It's just a good place to be, really. This isn't the most modern of units, I would say, but it does everything you need. It's not overcomplicated. So we've got here your mode selector. At the minute we're in dynamic, I believe. You have basically A, which I believe is all weather, N, which is kind of normal mode, D, dynamic, which is, you know, when you're wanting to have a little bit of a squirt, and then race if you want everything off and you're being antisocial. And then you click on this little guy if you want the suspension to get softer.
Yeah, turn it up and it clicks. There you go, that's race.
Now we're in race. So that means we're in the stiff mode.
Yeah.
Press that and we're out of the stiff mode. So what about the brakes? Feel pretty strong?
They feel good, yeah.
I believe the brakes are by wire, so they're not hydraulic, so they will be slightly different from what we're used to. Yeah. Yeah, that's plenty of stopping power.
Yeah.
What about handling wise then? Do you notice a big step up from your XCS?
Yeah, I think the front end's great. It just kind of goes wherever you point it. It's got an electronic set diff. I haven't driven a car with an electronic diff before. You sort of go into the corner, the front will go where you point it, and then you can accelerate and you really can feel the car almost turning you as you come out of the corner.
I've been reading up about the diff online. Basically the brand new model that's just come out, they've moved to a mechanical diff because the electronic can be quite temperamental, but obviously we're 5 days in, we haven't noticed anything temperamental happening, and it's doing what it should be doing, so all good so far.
It's got an active front splitter, so over 100 kilometers an hour. You see actually the hydraulics lower it down.
It's got a big rear diffuser as well, right?
Yeah, it's huge.
Oof, so I'm sat in the back seat and I'm feeling a little bit sick at the minute. It really does shift. It literally sounds like a shotgun's going off every time you change gear. So first things first, I've got to say, that is a good looking car. Am I right? There's Edler, a very happy man. Gotta be, for me, in its sector, the best looking. It's that angle right there. That's the money shot. Big wide arches, lovely. Yeah, check this diffuser out. Damn, Daniel. Very, very attractive car.
I think the outside's great. You know, I think it's got lovely curves and it's all quite supple and rounded. The M3s and the C63s are all quite aggressive looking. A lot of like sharp corners, and I love the way this is more smoothed out.
It's got the classic
She's curvy.
Alfa number plate to the left. On a 19-inch.
19-inch rims, 285 wide on the rear, 245 on the front.
285s.
Big tires.
Yeah. Caliper wise, what we got?
Got the black ones, and you can get red, yellow, there's a few different colours.
And I don't know about you guys, but I love the colour. Like, the more I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
In photos I was like, yeah, it's nice, but when you actually see it, it's so nice. I don't think it beats the green though.
Carbon fibre wing mirror pivots.
That could be a nice little upgrade.
Especially with the skirts and the spoiler and the splitter and things.
Because they did come out the factory with carbon wing mirrors, right?
Yeah. One thing to be careful of, front splitter.
Yeah.
Careful over speed bumps. Apparently £3,000 to replace one of those.
You're kidding me.
3K.
Oh, God. We're still with the Alfa, but another Alfa has joined. We've got a couple of videos lined up. One of them will be featuring
Both Alphas.
Both Alphas. So if you're an Alfa man, stay tuned for that one. Guys, thanks for watching. What have we got lined up? What's the next one?
Probably both Alphas. Take both out, bit of comparison.
And then
Obviously very different cars, but good to get them both on a video together.
And then I think maybe it's the tractor, right?
And the tractor, yeah. Brands Hatch coming up.
Brands Hatch, end of the
First
month.
one.
We need to book that.
We do.
So we'll be taking both of these boys to the track. Stay tuned for that one. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe and enjoy the channel.